there, Taurus, and welcome back to Star Lordess Tarot. This is your tarot forecast for the week of July 21st through to the 27th. I went ahead, shuffled the cards, laid them all out. Let's see what's going on for Taurus. First up, we have the King of Pentacles in the upright, followed then by the Page of Swords upright. Next, we have the Queen of Wands in the upright, followed then by Major Arcana Lovers in the upright, and lastly we have Major Arcana Tower reversed. So, your overall energy, Taurus, is the King of Pentacles. Not too bad. King of Pentacles is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This is you coming up in your own reading in the upright position, indicating, Taurus, you are on the right path, especially when it comes to making practical decisions about home, about finances, about career and job situations. Some of you could be dealing with a small business owner. Others of you could be dealing with the real estate agent. You could be dealing with a loans officer. You could be dealing with a financial advisor, accountant. But either way, it looks like it's going to be a solid week here for you with the King of Pentacles sort of grounding everything. Right at the beginning of the week, we have the Page of Swords in the upright position, which is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Now, the Page of Swords can be a little bit tricky. It does represent getting messages, but when it comes to the Page of Swords, he's not as well-informed and well-versed as his counterparts, such as the Queen, the Knight, and even the King. Like, they're a little bit more mature and able to, pass along messages and so forth. Whereas the Page of Swords can, but he could be sort of, stretching the truth a little bit. Sometimes he can represent gossip and, the kid around the water cooler who is always telling you, hey, I heard that the company's planning on doing this or doing that. You always got to follow it up with more information. Don't just take him at face value. Sometimes the the Page of Swords rather, can represent a little bit of stalker energy. Somebody could be checking up on your social media and stuff. For others of you, if you've recently applied for something, this could make sense because this can represent somebody doing a background check on you. So there's that. Next card you have Queen of Wands. A lot of people here. Queen of Wands is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag, Sun, Moon, or Rising. The Queen of Wands is a go-getter. She gets things moving, gets things shaking, gets things doing. Wands do represent business and enterprise, passion, travel. Some of you could be making travel plans. Others of you are making plans for new business, maybe starting your own business. This could represent a possible new business partner for some of you. This could be somebody who's just kind of lighting a fire under you or taking some information from you and, escalating it. This could be somebody working on your behalf. Moving on towards the weekend, we have Lovers in the upright position, which is the choice card. This is like where we get to choose from one thing or another, but it's major. It can be major life altering. So it's a big decision here. It's like, it may seem like a small thing sometimes, but when we look back in hindsight, we can see where that small change or that small choice really led to other, major things in our lives. So it could be something like that is going on here for you, Taurus, where you have to make a big decision. Now, sometimes it is around love. We can choose to love. We can choose not to love. We can choose to get closer. We can choose to pull away. We can choose between two people. But it can also just simply represent choosing between, this company as opposed to that company, or this business partner as opposed to that business partner. And then the last card you have is the Tower in the reverse position. The Tower in the upright can represent something going kablooey, kablooey, right out of thin air, where we had no idea this was coming, and all of a sudden, boom, something just sort of suddenly happens. They happen to all of us from time to time in life, where you weren't expecting you know, to spring a leak in your roof, or to, you know, have a flat tire when you're on your way to an important business. Like, these types of things happen. But when the card's inverted, this can indicate that the threat passes us by. Maybe we were headed for something. You could have noticed it, seen it. Like, there's several reasons why the Tower is in reverse. A first reason could be where we saw something potentially going off the rails and we stepped in and stopped it from happening and turned this around. Sometimes it's others saw where we were headed and they intervened and turned it around. And then sometimes it's just life, like we are making our plans, going about our business, but then all of a sudden, boom, something happens. Life just sort of moves us out of the way of danger sometimes. So it could be on any of those fronts, but this is nice to have at the end of the week. You do have the Tower in reverse, indicating any threats here that may come or that you think are coming. It's not going to be as bad as you think. Don't know what the big choice or the big decision is about. You can let us know in the comment section below if you feel comfortable doing so. Now, in closing, I will be pulling 2 cards from the Zodiac reading deck. I use this in the monthlies. So we're going to pull 2 cards. One is for love and romance. For the week, we have Leo, number 17. And then the next one is for finances and business. So what do we have for that one? Taurus, number 2, practicalities. Okay, so those are your extra cards here. Your main base reading looks quite interesting. Can't wait to hear some feedback about it. But that is your reading, Taurus. I want to thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you have a wonderful week ahead, and I hope the reading helped you. If it did, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you again in the next video. So take care. Much love. Namaste. Bye-bye for now.